Brendan Mortensen here at Prince George's Stadium, joined by one of the Orioles' best pitching prospects, Michael Forret. Michael, first and foremost, just kind of want to talk about your upbringing in baseball. I mean, as a high schooler, you're not super heavily recruited. You go the JUCO route. Just what was that process like for you?
Yeah, so out of high school, I did have my commitment, and I attended my freshman summer at East Carolina, and went home for the draft. At the time, my biggest goal was to get to pro ball and everything. Um, didn't really get what I was looking for out of high school, so figured that instead of with the rules of if I went to Division I school, I have to do 3 years and everything. Figured I go try my luck and do a year at JUCO and see if I can get drafted, and obviously it all worked out well. So yeah, that was kind of the thinking. I just wanted to get into pro ball as early as I could.
Now, was there a thinking there with the JUCO that you chose in Sarasota? That you're like, hey, I'm in a big league team's backyard, or it just kind of happened to work out that way?
No, that was just a matter of fact, kind of worked out that way. And, once I got drafted and thinking about it, I was like, yeah, spring training is 30 minutes south of, where I just went to school. So it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, so you're a 14th round pick in the draft by the Orioles. I think a lot of the times when you think of a top pitching prospect, you're thinking of the pedigree of, maybe a first or second round guy. What do you think as a 14th round pick has kind of, is there a chip on the shoulder there? What do you think has given you the ability to work the way up that you have?
I think that I've always just have a strong belief in myself and what I do. Obviously, yeah, you think top prospects anywhere, you're going to think first, second, whatever, just first day of the draft guys. But if you believe in yourself and you have a work ethic to where you can learn new things, make yourself better, but not settle for once you learn something, don't settle for it. Keep learning new stuff. I think that's kind of how I am. So just always building on what I already have, trying to make myself better, and just obviously grateful for the opportunity to be in pro ball. So.
Yeah, now I want to talk about your pitch arsenal a little bit because when you look up your pitching arsenal, it's about two different fastballs, two different sliders, a couple different changeups. So can you walk me through what your pitch arsenal looks like on a day-to-day?
Yeah, so I throw a four-seam fastball, sinker, regular traditional changeup. I throw the kick change. I throw the death ball, and then I throw a sweeper. So, yeah, 6 pitches.
All right, let's talk about the Tread Athletics stuff because 2 pitches you mentioned there, the kick changeup and the death ball. I want to start with the kick changeup. Can you just walk me through what the heck it is, when you started throwing it, and why it's been effective?
Yeah, so basically it's you take a two-seam, traditional two-seam changeup grip, and you spike your middle finger. And what it does is it kills spin, and it helps you really kill vert. For some guys, it'll help them run it a little bit more. For me, it was more of I was looking for something that was more splitter-like, so just trying to get something into the negative vertical break with that to pair with the regular changeup.
And then the death ball. I know it's kind of the gyro slider, right?
Yeah, it's just like a depthier gyro slider, especially for me, the way that out of my slot and everything, I can't throw a traditional curveball, so it kind of works as a traditional curveball without being, super, super depthy. It just plays like it out of the hand.
Yeah, and why do those 2 pitches work for your arm slot specifically?
Whenever they taught me it, it was super easy, just one of those things that clicked immediately where I throw the ball, the way that, I can supinate or pronate coming through my delivery. They just 2 pitches that ended up working really well and fitting the arsenal that I already had.
Now, how much has, your experience at Tread Athletics and kind of diving into the analytical side of things, do you feel like that's helped you in your career?
Oh, definitely a lot. I mean, a lot of the pitches that I throw now, I've learned to tread my delivery stuff. I've learned to tread, throwing harder. I've learned there and everything. So they've played a huge role in it. My coach, Leif Strom, who is, I believe, the director of performance there now, he's done a lot for me. And also just learning the analytical stuff, learning what makes a pitch good that, maybe the average person wouldn't be able to see. Metrically, maybe it's not that good here, but out of the angle it's coming from, then it plays different. So learning all that stuff's been big, and especially just implementing in game and learning how to pitch with it has been really good for me.
Now, it's been a decent season for you. ERA's just shy of 1.5. What would you say has been working well for you this year?
I think overall I've just done a good job executing my pitches this year. Limiting walks, that was a big goal of mine coming into the year, is just try not to walk people at any cost. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like when you can be aggressive early in counts, get to 2 strikes, and then with, having 6 different pitches, I get to 2 strikes. on paper should be simple for me to throw the strikeout pitch, and you just hope the guy swings. And we've had some good success with that this year.
Now, with the walk rate specifically, does that come from a trust that your stuff plays in the zone? And how much confidence have you built with that, putting your stuff in the zone more frequently?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially, last year almost being kind of a test run of like the new arsenal, seeing how it worked and seeing that it did work well. Now, I trust that I can throw all these pitches in zone, get whiffs on it and everything. So early in counts, even to super aggressive batters, I'm not scared to throw a fastball somewhere in the zone. I'm not scared to throw a slider in the zone. So being able to do that and even getting into 3-0 counts, it's like, all right, like whatever, I can work my way back from this. But, especially the last thing you want to do is start off an inning walking a guy, give him a free base because somehow, somewhere they end up scoring. And as a pitcher, obviously you're trying to limit runs. So
now looking at your stat sheet, the ERA is excellent, the strikeout rate, the walk rate, that's a lot of good stuff there. How do you take a season like this and still say, hey, you know what, I got to work on this, this, and this?
Honestly, like after this year, obviously, I'm not done yet, still got 4 outings left. But going into next year, I think one of the big goals is, 1, make sure I'm healthy, have a full healthy season. And 2, I think just keep trying to throw harder. Like the way pitching's evolving in baseball nowadays, the harder you can throw, the better everything's going to be. So still playing around with that. Pitch shapes, we'll take a look at in the offseason, see if we want to do anything. But right now, really just keep refining command, refining the shapes I already have, putting on some more muscle, throwing harder, and, just try to keep repeating the same thing.
Now, as you mentioned, you had a pretty aggressive approach about getting to pro ball. It was, okay, the college route's not really for me. I want to get to pro ball as quickly as possible. Same mentality about the big leagues?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, my end goal, no matter what, is that I want to be a big leaguer and I want to be a long-time career big leaguer. So the sooner I can get there, the better it's going to be, the more time I can spend there. So definitely being younger and everything, it's nice to, I guess you could say, have a little bit more time on your side. But, I don't really look at it that way. I'm trying to get there as soon as I can.
Well, Michael, we're excited to see you there one day, and thanks for the time, man.
Absolutely. Thank you.